There's three things I'd like to point out from the STS-135 launch. I'll play some of this and then I'll come back.
0 and liftoff, the final liftoff of Atlantis on the shoulders of the space shuttle. America will continue.
Now I have enlarged some of that and slowed it down.
The space shuttle spreads its wings one final time for the start of a sentimental journey into history.
In another part of that video, the shuttle is shown through some windows. So at a certain point, something happens.
Seconds into the flight, the three liquid fuel main engines throttling back to 72% of rated performance in the bucket, reducing stress on the shuttle as it goes transonic for the final time.
I'm going to play some of that again slowed down. So it's apparently going through the clouds and breaking the sound barrier. And if you watch this area here, I think it becomes evident when it's apparently through the clouds and into the sunshine. So now look at this area here. I think this is apparently the vertical stabilizer shadow on the clouds. So watch that shadow. I'm going to play some of this video and also look at the time reference at the bottom of the video here. So I'll let this play and then I'll come back.
Back to 72% of rated performance in the bucket, reducing stress on the shuttle as it goes transonic for the final time. Engines now revving up, standing by for the throttle up call.
So at that kind of speed and possibly still accelerating even in the throttled back position, that machine might be maybe 3 or 4 miles higher than the clouds in that approximately 18 seconds time. Maybe more than 4 miles. I was approximately 360 feet away from the furthest hydro pole that I'm showing here. It's the one that I'm pointing at. Imagine if that furthest hydro pole was a shadow laying flat on top of the clouds instead, and I was viewing the shadow from above. What would happen to the size of that shadow if I would increase in altitude? How small would that shadow appear to be if it was an additional 3 or 4 miles away? So with those perspective questions in mind, watch this part of the video again and give that all some thought.
40 seconds into the flight, the three liquid fuel main engines throttling back to 72% of rated performance in the bucket, reducing stress on the shuttle as it goes transonic for the final time. Engines now revving up, standing by for the throttle up call.